Anyway, this is part of the broadcast where I tell you a little bit about my personal news, about what's going on in my life in between the time period where I press the stop streaming button and press the start streaming button. Yesterday, I had Matt Owens on. He is the showrunner for the Netflix One Piece live action adaptation, and he has been a fan of mine for a very long time. It seems I did not know this, but I saw like some of the earlier DMs he had sent me in the past, and I will tell you this much: as I think a lot of people, even if you're not into One Piece, I think you probably felt like the talk was very fun. Honestly, the man knows his shit. Like, it is not like, this is not one of those like M. Night Shyamalama ding dong moments, you know what I mean, where they're just like, here, you've done nerd shit before, you did Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., go do this thing. Like, this dude is legit. He very clearly is invested in the IP. He very clearly has been moved by One Piece. Honestly, I think the reviews have been really good, and that's probably the reason. Like, I watched a couple minutes of it, and I'll talk about that in a second. Did you see One Piece Reddit for Matt's tier list? Pretty positive. Yeah, I saw that, and then I saw, as is the most Reddit thing possible, there were a bunch of people who automatically were like, ew, I can't believe he went on. This post was positive. The one where he was on my stream was not so positive, because everyone was like, I can't believe he went on Hasan's stream. Hasan, I'm a leftist, actually. I'm a communist, but I hate Hasan. So many Hasan hating communists? No, they're not communists. They're not even leftists, man. They're just lying. They're like, I'm actually a leftist who believes in free market reform and only posts exclusively on r/neoliberal, but that I'm the most rugged leftist of all time. And I hate Hasan because his vibes are bad. It's always like that. They're always like, I'm actually a card carrying communist and I hate Hasan. And then you click on their profile and they're like, defending the N-word. Only 10K viewers, you fell off. This is true. I have fallen off. It's over. Clearly, it's done. Boys, we're done. We're done. I'm packing it up right now. 20 minutes in, pack it up. We're at 10K. 17 minutes in, pack it up. It's Jover. 9 months sub, not getting enough dopamine IRL, comes in here. Has to take a week off. Has to take a week-long location. A week-long vacation. Sorry. Did I miss a parasocial segment? No, I'm going through it right now. Anyway, so yeah, I ended the stream. I actually wanted to keep going, but I had to end the stream because I was going to go box. I was going to go and box with my friends, just a cardio boxing class, and that was the reason why. Not with Jeff, no. So that was the reason why I had to end it. I was late, so I went to a cardio boxing class. I'll be real, keep it $150. My cardio has improved dramatically since the last time I did any kind of like fight. In any kind of fighting. It's kind of crazy. So that was really cool to experience. It was not Rumble, so that was good. I don't have enough. I definitely don't have enough core. Like when we were doing the cardio core shit, that's when I got real cooked. Like, I'll admit, the core work was not good. Okay, the core work was very hard, very bad for me. But regardless, other than that, it was pretty good. Will you play Starfield on stream? Absolutely. I will be playing Starfield on stream. As you guys know, I am many people don't know this, maybe. I don't know, but I am a huge RPG open world guy. Just like with Cyberpunk, I will be also playing Starfield, even though they did not sponsor me and they did not even give me a early access code, despite the fact that I'm a streamer. I didn't even know that there was an early access code, but I think my manager dropped the ball on that. So David, that's your fault. I cannot believe that we couldn't even get an early access code. That's crazy. Play all the Assassin's Creeds then? No, I said I'm a fan of open world RPGs. That does not mean that I like playing the EA Sports version of open world RPGs. I mean, I like Bethesda RPGs, actually. That is Bethesda is quite literally my introduction to open world RPGs. X2 doesn't even have one. They only give it to serious gamers like Shroud. Yeah, I know. I got it. Now, a lot of that is just like whether the brand likes you or not. And I think like Bethesda might not be too big of a fan, because for all my criticisms, I think Ubisoft is like, I mean, I work with EA, I work with Ubisoft, I work with all these other major corporations. Like Bethesda is the one that I have not gotten. From Software and Bethesda are ironically two that I don't get. But I did get Ultimate Edition, so I do have technically early access. I will be starting. I will start to play at 5 p.m. Pacific when it comes out. The reviews aren't great. IGN and GameSpot gave it a 7. Yeah, I know. I already talked to reviewers ahead of time. I already was aware. The reality is that it is, from what I understand, a bit underwhelming. That's what it is. It's a bit slow. It's a bit underwhelming, but I'm not going to I'm not going to discount that. I'm not going to say that it, like, there are issues with the game is what I heard. There are issues with the game is what I heard. I don't give a shit about, like, IGN's take on the matter at all. Yeah, Gene Park's take I care about. Tummer's take I care about. You know what I mean? These are, like, I go to the source directly when I want to know about, when I want to get hype about a game. Why do gamers think every game has to be a masterpiece or it's a failure? Weeby, Starfield has to be a masterpiece. Come on, dude. No, I think the expectation that Starfield has to be a masterpiece is a perfectly valid one. Give me a break. It's the latest Bethesda launch. It has to be a masterpiece, or at least close to it. It's a gigantic project. You know, almost a decade in development. That's important. Wasn't Skyrim not great on release? Bethesda games are made with mods. No. Let's explain something. The modding community definitely does a lot of wonderful stuff for Bethesda games. Bethesda games are unplayable sometimes on release. Doesn't matter. What I'm talking about is why I like playing those games. Skyrim was fine. Let me explain something to you. Skyrim is not even a good example of a game that is has like a lot of bugs on release. Skyrim is probably one of the few that doesn't have that, as a matter of fact. But my point is this, okay? My point is this. I don't care if they're bricked from the jump. I don't care if they're busted. You guys should know that already. I literally played Cyberpunk. I got very lucky, but I literally played Cyberpunk, okay, to completion. So understand that. What I care about is the story. Is it a good, immersive, world-building story? Skyrim, in comparison to other Fallout games and other Bethesda releases, was not as bad on release. Bethesda is famous for literally releasing the buggiest product since their first ever Elder Scrolls game, okay? There has never been a Bethesda game that's come out where your expectation is this is going to be like a Final Fantasy, or this is going to be like a Rockstar project. Like, these are massive projects that they are working very hard on, and then they release it and it's buggy as shit, okay? Everybody that has ever played any Bethesda game knows this. It doesn't matter. I'm an old gamer, guys. You don't understand. If a single player game is going to have game breaking, janky ass bugs, I don't give a shit. I'll still play it as long as it is an immersive world, okay? But people don't seem to be complaining about bugs in Starfield is the thing. Exactly. It seems like people are complaining about, on Starfield, people are complaining about the story, or rather, like a lack of immersion, or rather how slow pace it is at first, and like how much you need to do until the world really opens up. And even when the world really opens up, it doesn't truly open up, is what a lot of people are saying. I want Elder Scrolls in space. That's what I wanted. If it gives me that, if it gives me that in space, I'm good. I'm set. That's all I want. And if people like it, if people say it's like that, which I haven't really looked into the reviews yet at all, if that is what the game is, then I will like it. This year has been an amazing year for gaming so far, and it's only slated to improve. I'm a fan of everything that's going on, okay? How are you going to be playing Starfield? Doesn't come out till the 6th. I bought the $100 version so I can play it. You know, very excited for that. Oh, also, this morning I woke up. I saw the positive comments on Matt Owens, which I'm very happy for, because like we didn't want to. Obviously, we weren't going to promote the live action, like the new work, because the strikes are ongoing. But Matt, right off the jump, was so chill. For those of you who missed it, he was so good on the broadcast. Like we were vibing super hard. You can tell he's like a huge nerd. You can tell he's a gigantic nerd. Like, he was super chill. He was so comfortable on stream. I'm absolutely inviting him back very soon. His tier list, I think, and all of the thought that went into it when we had these back and forth conversations, for me at least, solidified that he is the guy. He is the good guy to do the One Piece live action. You can tell, I mean, he is a real one, right? Sometimes they bring in, when they're doing like adaptations and stuff, sometimes they bring in people that are just like, oh, you've been in the space. You know what's going on. Like, you are a nerd, I think. Here, go ahead. Make this adaptation. Make this live action adaptation. He is not one of those people. He is like legitimately a dude who was absolutely invested in the product, and is like, it's clear to me that unless there are really, really weird, like, Netflix executive backed decisions, that you leave that project in his hands, he's taking it. He's taking it to the next level. Bro, when he was talking about having dinner with Oda, actually insane. Yeah. I mean, it was sick. It made me really happy. It made me really happy that he's like a dope dude. So remember, there's HasanAbi heads out there doing great things, okay? But yeah, I'll have him on again. I mean, one of the best lines that he delivered was when he made fun of Cowboy Bebop. Like, that's when I was like, oh, thank God. He's like knowledgeable. He's aware. He knows what's up. He knows what not to do. Do you know what I mean? Like, I was like, he knows what it looks like when you take an incredible work, an incredible anime, and then just make it a dumpster fire. That's something that I'm excited for. This morning I woke up and I actually watched the first like 8 minutes, and it was because I wanted to, I didn't have enough time this morning, and I wanted to like give it a good watch, like a real watch. Netflix, the live action One Piece. It's not bad. Like, it's actually not bad. And I don't know if I'm saying that because I'm such a weeb, but so far it's not bad. Strike breaking? What? Okay, well, I'm gonna tell you what I'm watching. Like, don't watch it. Pirate it, okay? That's the real pirate way to do it. Yeah, Mihawk does look kind of weird. Mihawk looked really weird in the beginning. He looked a lot better later on in the trailers that I've seen. I need to know what like a Norman will feel when they watch it, though. That's what I need to know. I need to know what like a person who's never watched One Piece. I need to know what a kid who will watch it, what they're gonna say. So I'm gonna get my cousins to watch it. Like, they're 14, you know what I mean? I want to know what his take is, because he's never watched the anime. He's not even into anime. I want to know what a adult normie thinks about it, and I want to know what like someone who's a casual viewer of One Piece, like who's like kind of aware of it, like if they get into it, will they be invested? You know what I mean? These are like the 3 taste clusters that I think are important. Because if you get the kid audience to like it, then oh my God, it's very promising. If you get the adult normies to like it, it's still pretty good. Also, the pirate audience, there's also that too. Like, people who like the aesthetics of pirate shit, they might like it. So that's cool. There's also blood. There's more blood in the live action than there is in the show. In the One Piece anime, for like the first couple of arcs, there's no like actual blood. There's no actual real violence. The manga might, but the anime doesn't. And they slowly start incorporating like, people losing limbs and shit like that, like actually losing limbs and shit later on. In the live action, straight up, what's the fat lady who becomes hot later? Like the lady who's supposed to be like ugly and then becomes hot. That pirate lady, she straight Alvida, yeah, she is she just like hammers someone in the head with her hammer, and then you see the blood like on the ground. It's wild. Anyway, canceled? What do you mean? That's like her whole situation. Yeah, Zoro, after the live action adaptation, I feel like Zoro is going to basically be known permanently as the racist guy, which, so fat means not beautiful? No, dude. No, she's not just fat. She's like also, oh God. She's not fat. She's not just fat. She's like literally supposed to be like ugly, but thinks she's hot, and everyone is like gassing her up. This is part of her character. Shut up. 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 It's bait. I'm responding to bait. Anyway, so yeah. And then after that, I worked out. My mom is here. She's back. So that's cool. And yeah, I worked out. I'm feeling pretty good, and I'm ready to get started on another adventure.